So, nerves. China nerves. Moving country nerves. Starting a new chapter of my life nerves. My brain is fried at the minute. I have this feeling in my stomach where I kind of want to cry. I kind of want to be so excited, but I'm kind of like shitting myself at the same time. So yeah, I just want to make this video to kind of like journal like my experience, because this feeling is included in, you know, the whole experience of moving halfway around the world, of like doing what I'm doing. So I thought it would be interesting to look back on and worthwhile just vlogging it. So yeah, I'm going to tell you all about the things that I'm excited for and the things that I'm scared of about moving to China in what in like 2.5 days. So yeah. So about half an hour ago, before I'm actually filming this video, I filmed another video, and I think I've been kind of having like a mental breakdown. I just had like a kind of mini mental breakdown. I don't know what was going on, but I filmed a video saying I was going to entitle it "Goodbye for Now" to YouTube. I was thinking, I don't know, I might quit YouTube, blah 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 blah. I think it's just nervous and I'm just questioning everything. I feel like I'm having a midlife crisis. Like, it probably sounds so extreme and so dramatic, but I feel like I'm just like questioning everything in my life right now, including my YouTube channel. All day I've been thinking, and last night and like the past like week I've been thinking, oh, I'm so excited to like vlog my like China life and blah blah blah, make more interesting content for this channel. And then just like these past couple of days I've been like, oh my god, what if I don't have time to like do lesson plans and be a really good teacher and do YouTube all at the same time, and what if like one of them gets neglected, and then I'm just so like afraid to fail. I've just been thinking to myself, what am I doing with my life? Like, what am I going to do after teaching? What if I'm not good at teaching? What if I ruin this for myself? But you know what, Shannon? You just need to chill. You need to just chill out and get on with life. Like, I enjoy making YouTube videos, so as soon as I had finished filming, well, I'm not going to upload the goodbye to YouTube, because as soon as I finished filming that video saying goodbye, I was like, I realised like 10 minutes later, I'm actually really sad and I don't want to say goodbye to YouTube. So that was a waste of like a 15 minutes of me talking to a camera. But yeah, I think it's just nerves. It's just, this is what's going on in my head. Whenever you're scared and nervous and on edge, you just overthink every situation. You just, I don't know. But yeah, it's 2.5 days. I have a countdown on my phone. Let's check it. Days until China. It's actually quite a good app. It's a really basic countdown. It's called Countdown Plus Lite. But look, 2 days, 8 hours and 8 minutes until China. That's not until I board the plane. It's basically just until the day, because I'm going on the 13th. But I'm not going till like my first flight isn't until 7 o'clock that night. So yeah, I'm so excited. So it's basically like 3 days. Yeah, 3 days until I go. And I didn't think it would affect me that much. I didn't think I'd be this nervous, because I don't know, I'm not really a kind of person that freaks out about things like this. I'm usually like super calm and cool and collected. I'm always the one saying to people, you know, like, so what if this happens? Just embrace it. Everything happens for a reason. And I'm always saying to people and always saying to myself, everything happens for a reason. Like life, like the universe, like stuff just happens. Like, you can't control it. There's no point worrying. But then it's all like getting bottled up inside me at the minute, because I'm feeling so nervous. And like today and yesterday, I've just had times during the day where I just want to cry. Like, I don't know why. I'm not sad that I'm leaving here, but I'm scared. But I think that I should be sad. I don't know. I'm just feeling really weird. But yeah, anyway, enough rambling. I'm gonna tell you the things that I'm nervous about, things that are making me nervous. Maybe saying this in a video will help get off my chest, and maybe whenever I look back on this in a few months I'll be like, oh, I was so silly, I didn't need to worry about that. So yeah. So the first thing that is making me nervous about this move is the fear of the unknown, and like the fear that I can't entirely control what's going to happen. Because basically like I've been offered a job with this agency who recruit English teachers and like place them in different schools and kindergartens and things like that. So yeah, I've been told that when I come they will place me and blah blah blah, and I just want to know that when I arrive everything is going to go as smoothly as they said it will, because I have heard other people talking about horror stories of people who have been like offered jobs like online, and like they didn't go in person and they've been offered jobs and they get there and you know it's like completely like different to what they were told. Just last night I watched a YouTube video about a guy saying like this is the guy that's been teaching for like many years, and like 6 years, so obviously it didn't put him off at all, but it was just a bump in the road. But when he arrived he was promised like an apartment and everything, but when he got there they put him in a hotel and I think he had to live there for like a couple of weeks. Now that's not the worst thing that can happen, like I don't mind living in a hotel for a while until I get an apartment. But it's just things like fear of the unknown. I like to be in control. I like to know what's going to happen. I like to know, if people know me, I like to know my daily schedule down to a T. Like even if I'm making plans with friends, if we're doing stuff, I'm always the one that has to ask first, okay, what time are we going to do this? Shall I book this? Shall I book a table if we're going out to eat? Like, I don't know, like, I don't know if it's kind of like a mum kind of thing. I'm not acting like a mum. I don't know. I just have to be organised, and I like to know what's going to happen. But yeah, so whenever I arrive at the airport, apparently someone is going to meet me at the other side, someone from the agency. The agency is going to send someone to meet me at the airport and take me to my temporary apartment. Apparently I've got a temporary apartment which I will stay in for 1 week. Which I'm guessing is close to the agency headquarters, until they place me in a school that I like, and then they'll get me a permanent apartment beside the school living with other English teachers. So yeah, it's just kind of nerve-wracking because I hope everything works out well, and I don't know, like what if it's so stupid to say this because like it's not a scam, but like even people have said to me like, oh my god, imagine it was a massive scam and you got there and there was no one at the airport. Like, I know it's not a scam because I've Skype called with the woman and I've been on the website and they have really good reviews of the agency. But you know, like in your head, whenever you just imagine the worst possible situation, like if my life was a movie right now, what would be like the most amazing plot twist? Like, I get there at the airport and someone's waiting for me and they kidnap me and kill me or something. I don't know, that's like, it's not funny, I shouldn't even be laughing because it could happen, but I don't know, I'm just overthinking things. Okay, and another thing that I'm kind of fretting about a little bit is the actual teaching job, because obviously I have very little experience of teaching a class by myself. I did the 6-month TEFL course online, and I went to classroom sessions where I did have to deliver a grammar and vocabulary lesson to other people, but nothing like, it can't really prepare you for a real class, for the unexpected things that can happen in classrooms. I'm just like worrying that, you know, what if I'm not a good teacher? What if I can't cope? What if it's too much work for me? Like, I don't know why I think that, because I'm not work shy. Like, if there's work to be done, then I'm quite good at getting stuff done. But I don't know, it's just kind of, I just have a high expectation for myself, and I really want to be a good teacher. I really want to enrich my students' lives. I want to have fun, and yeah. I don't want it to be like a flop. I don't want to just like start teaching and then be like, oh my god, I'm so rubbish at this, I hate myself, why can't I do this? But it's just silly because obviously if I've passed the TEFL course and I have given lessons before, then obviously they wouldn't have passed me on the course if I was no good. So yeah, I'm just having like self-doubt, and I don't know, I should stop putting myself down. I do this all the time, like every aspect of life, like thinking I'm not even there yet and I'm already thinking, what will people think of me if I'm not a good teacher? Oh my god, people's going to be criticising this, people's going to be criticising that. What if I don't pronounce my words properly? Do I have a funny accent? I just overthink everything. I overthink what people think of me when I say things. I overthink what people just... Okay, and the third thing that is making me nervous is the fact that I'm going to be in a foreign country and not be fluent in their language. Yes, I have been learning Mandarin Chinese for a couple of months, but I had a full-time job, or up until like a couple of days ago when I quit, had a full-time job, so obviously learning Mandarin is just scheduled around that, and I didn't devote like a hell of a lot of time to learn it, but I know the basics. I know how to say hello, thank you, and ask for this, ask for that. I know a few food items and just basic phrases that will help me get along and kind of make more seem like I'm making an effort to actually learn people's language, just like friendly phrases and things like that. But obviously I know I'm gonna come into situations where, say like even like going to the bank to set up a bank account, you know, I know that not everyone in China is, especially like the older generation, they're not, it's more than likely they're not going to know any English at all apart from maybe hello. So I'm already thinking about like situations, how awkward and scary it might be that I'm going to be like in the I've never been in a minority apart from being vegan, of course, but that doesn't really like affect my life that much, being a minority like that. But I've never been a foreigner in a country for that long, like not speaking the language. I've never had to deal with that before, so even before I haven't even been to China yet, but I'm appreciating now that how hard it actually must be to be a foreigner, to even come to England. There's so many people from different countries, like Poland, Portugal, Lithuania, all over the world, Germany, that come to live in the UK, and they don't speak English. And it's not really until now that I've actually appreciated how difficult and how scary that must be, because everyday situations, everyday interactions, things to get by, to like set up bank accounts, go to the doctors, go to the hospital, ask for things in shops, you need to speak the language. So yeah, it's going to be challenging, so I'm slightly nervous about that, but you know, I'll get through, and it's just down to me to make more of a conscious effort, I guess, to learn Mandarin. And hopefully when I get there, when I settle in a bit, I'm going to probably try and look for a tutor to help me, because it'll be really cool to learn Mandarin and become like, I don't know how much I'll learn, but it'll be cool if I could be like fluent in Mandarin, have like a second language. So yeah. So the fourth thing that has been playing on my mind is being vegan in China. I know that China seems like, at the same time, it's kind of contradictory. It seems like a really good place to be vegan, but not a really good place to be vegan. The reason why it's like you'd think China is a good place to be vegan is because they have so many vegetable dishes. Like their staples are rice and veg in China. So, and the food is really cheap as well. So I'm thinking, you know, it should be easy enough to be vegan in China. But then on the flip side, China also have a lot of weird foods that they weird, like obviously it's not weird if you're Chinese, it's not weird, it's your culture, but I mean like weird to me in the sense that they eat like dog and they eat like chicken feet, and I've seen like video footage of like people walking around like markets, and this isn't even from years ago, it's from like a couple of weeks ago, that people just upload fresh videos who live in China, and they go like around the markets, and there's all these animals in cages or like dead animals laid out on the table that people can just buy. I've heard you can go into shops and there'll be like fish swimming in tanks, and you can literally just pick one up, like choose the one you want, kill it there and then, and just have it. So I don't, and obviously meat is very big in China, pork is very big. I've heard from people that even vegetarian dishes, they will like sprinkle pork on top of it sometimes. So I think I'm just gonna have to be really on the ball all the time to make sure that I'm getting vegan food. And yeah, because no matter where I am in the world, obviously different countries it will be slightly harder to be vegan, yeah, to be vegan and live an ethical lifestyle, but I want to. I want to like live an ethical lifestyle. I don't believe it's essential for us to harm any other living beings. We don't have to hurt each other or hurt animals to live, and that's just the way I think now. So that's what I believe in. So yeah, I just want to be able to stick to my morals and not kind of be tricked into doing otherwise. So yeah, being vegan in China. And then another thing that I'm nervous about is, it's kind of something small, because like I've experienced this before. I've had to leave my friends and family at home before for like going to university. Like when I was 10, we moved away from England and like restarted our life as a family in Northern Ireland. So I had to leave all my really good friends behind then, and obviously, I think I've left friends behind so many times, and like had to restart, had to make new friends. In primary school, I was the only one out of my whole school that went to my secondary school. No one had ever been to the secondary school that I went to, because I went to like a mixed integrated primary school, and most of them went to like integrated secondary schools in the area, but I went to like all Catholic secondary school, not because I'm like Catholic really, well, it's a whole different story, but because it's like the best grammar school in the area and my mum worked there, so I went there. So yeah, I'm kind of used to like having to like move around, and I was fine. I made friends there, everything was good. Okay, I need to end this video because my camera's gonna die, but that's the reasons why I'm nervous. And yeah, I will make a video soon on Thursday, and you'll see me going to China, and I'll tell you how I feel in the day. Maybe I'll be even more of a big mess, or maybe I'll have kind of mellowed out. But thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in seeing China vlogs and me move my life from here to China. So yeah, camera's gonna die. See you soon.